Hi, this is Claude. So today the video we'd like to talk about is a game Amun-Re, Amun-Ra, no matter how you want to pronounce it. This is how it plays. To set up, we put the game board in the middle of the table. Depends on how many players we're gonna play with today. Choose the right side of the tempo track, put a tempo token on the first spot. Then we'll draw a certain amount of province card and put it face down in the indicated location, which those province won't be part of the game. Each player will receive their player scribes and one of the player marker put it in the scoring track on the 0 spot and one on the turn order track. Each player will receive 20 gold, 2 basic favor card, and 2 of the scoring favor card. Choose one of them to keep, discard the other. That's a basic setup. In Amun-Re, we'll play first 3 rounds, and then we'll go into one scoring phase. We'll do some cleanup and play another 3 rounds, then the final scoring. Each round split into 4 phases: auction, market, offering, and harvest. In the auction phase, each player have a chance to bid the province they want to cultivate. In the beginning of the auction phase, we will draw number of province cards equal to the player number, in this case 3. Then we put those cards into the province location. And then follow the turn order. Each player take only one of their scribes, then we use them to bid for this round. When you do bidding, you have to place it in the location which you become the highest bidder. In this case, the pink player, us, we see the 3 province cards, they don't have any bid yet, so I can put any place I want. You usually put it stand up, but for you to easier to see, I put it like this. Then we follow the turn order track, then the green players go. So when it's their turn, they can choose to play, for example, like this. And then blue player maybe put like this. Then we will go back to the first player and check if your scribe being outbid, then you have to bid somewhere else. You cannot direct outbid the player who just outbid you. Okay? So in this example, I can put it in here or higher or in here. So let's say if I put it like this. So player will keep checking and until each of the province have only one player stand out. So everybody will get 1 province for each round. 1 and 1 only. After this part is done, each player will pay the money from their hand. So in this case, I'll pay 1. You can exchange the money anytime you want in the game. So let's see. Let's say they pay already. Then each player will also receive the reward if the location has the square look like this. In this case, blue player, they will receive 1 favor card, draw from the favor deck, and then put it into their hand. And in our case, the pink player will receive 2 bricks and put it into the province they want to. Then we remove those cards, put it form a discard pile. Then the auction phase is done. We'll leave the scribes there to represent that's our province. In the market phase, each player can go to the market and buy a certain amount of item they want to. The item they can buy, they are favor cards, farmers, and the bricks. For each kind of item you want to buy, you decide them separately. Player will go to the market and they can buy some favor card and some farmer and some bricks. The price listed right here. So for example, if I want to buy 1 favor card, that will cost me 1 money. If I want to buy 3 farmer, that will cost me total 6 money. Then if I want to buy 4 bricks, that will cost me 10. Okay, in another way to count is the first the first item you buy is 1 money. The second item you want to buy is 2 money, and so on. This chart is just simply counted already for you. One thing every player will be limited by is if you want to buy favor card, you have to have these kind of symbols on the province you control. For example, pink player, us, we can buy up to 3 favor card in this round. In another case, blue player, because they don't Right now, this is the only province they control. They don't have any symbol, so they cannot choose to buy any favor card. Green player also. And then later also, for example, if we also control here, even though we have one symbol here, three symbol here, this is still, we can only choose to buy 3 cards. So in another word to say, the symbol, you won't add them together. You will only choose one province that represent your favor card purchase limit. So when you buy favor card, you announce how many cards you want to buy, and then you pay the price. Then you draw those cards into your hand, and then after that you can buy the farmer. When you buy farmer, you have to direct put them into the fields you control, and then you can buy the bricks. Whenever you have 3 bricks into the same section, you will immediately transfer them into a pyramid. Pyramid is for scoring purpose. We'll explain that in a later phase. After each player make their decision, then we will go into the next phase. When we do the offering, each player can choose any numbers of cards from their hand, then put it face down in front of them. And those are the money we try to offer to please the god. More of the money we offer to the god, the higher the chance we can receive the gift from the god. And also, when we're doing the harvest phase later, our farm will give us more benefit. After each player choose the money they're willing to offer, then we view those cards simultaneously. So first we'll adjust the tempo track. We will count in total how much money the god received the offer. Then we move the tempo token into the right position. And next, the god will also check who offered the most money in this round. Whoever offered the most, in this case the green player, they will receive 3 gifts from the god. The gift, they're basically those items you can choose from. So for instance, the green player can choose 3 favor cards or any combination between favor cards, farmer, and bricks. In this case, they won't be limited by those symbols. So they don't need the symbol to receive the favor cards. And then we'll also adjust the turn order. So in this case, green player offered the most, so he will push forward. And pink and blue, they are tied, so they'll remain their relative position. So after all of these done, we'll put the money back to the supply. And we go into the last phase, which is the harvest. In the harvest phase, each player will receive money from the bank equal to the tempo value times the farmers they own. So in this case, the blue player will receive 2 times 2, so 4 money from the bank. Pink player, us, will receive 2 times 1, and then the green player also receive 2 times 1 money from the bank. If you also control the province, maybe it will look like this. They will also receive the money. Or if there's a symbol look like this, means if the tempo track at the moment is in level 1 or level 2, which got a camel symbol, then you'll receive that much of money as a reward. So that's the basic idea of a round look like. So after 3 rounds of the bidding, each player will use out all of their scribes, and then we'll go into a scoring phase. In the scoring phase, first each player will receive 1 point per pyramid they control. So in this case, pink will receive 2 points, and blue player, because this is a double pyramid, so they will also receive 2 points. Green player in this case will receive 1 point. Of course, this is not the full map, I just use this as an example, alright? And second, for each province which have at least 1 pyramid will score you 3 points. So in this case, pink will receive 2 times 3, so there will be 6 points for them. Blue player, this province has at least 1 pyramid, so even there's a double one, it won't count twice. This province will only score you 3 points. And green also will receive 3 points in this case. And then, whoever controls the most province in the east and the most province on the west, they both score 5 points each. In this view, the green is controlled the most, so they will score 5 points. Whenever there's a tie, in this example 2 versus 2, if any player have more brick than the other, which means that they are on their way to build more, they will break the tie in that case. So in this case, blue will win the tie, so they'll score another 5 points. When there's still a tie, they will both score 5 points. And then for each temple marker in the province you control, you will score point equal to the temple location located. So in this case, 2 times 1 and 2, so 4 more points for the pink player. And lastly, each player can play any amount of the scoring favor card from their hand if they fit the criteria, and each card they play can score them 3 points. If this is the end game scoring, whoever have the most money will also score 6, the second will score 4, the third player will score 2. So after the scoring phase is done, and each player will retrieve all of their scribes from the board. All the farmers, they also being removed from the board. Basically, you can imagine the old kingdom time is gone, so the new era is coming. Just, people die, people come, right? So now let's also look at the favor cards. The favor card, there are special abilities you can get from throughout the game. There are 2 special rules for them. First is you can discard any of them anytime to get 1 coin from the bank. And second is you can always play those cards in your turn. You cannot play duplicate of the same card in the same turn. So for instance, if I have 2 of the same card, I cannot play to get double reward or something like that. And all the favor cards, they are color coded. So for instance, the red card you can only place in the auction phase. The pink card you can only play in the market phase, and so on. Let's look at some couple of examples. When we do in the bidding phase, when you play this card, whenever you're being outbid, before you have to go somewhere else, but right now you can outbid from this card as well. So that's all the cards are breaking some rules. And if you play this card, it says the next highest position of yours is being blocked from the other player. So the other player, when they come to outbid you, they cannot go into the next spot of yours. If you really want here, they have to go even higher to take that. So make the other player's life tougher. And then, like those cards in the market phase, when you play this card, you can immediately take 1 of the farmer, but you don't have to put it in the field. You can place outside from the field. So basically break the limit of the field. And this card, when you play this card, you can immediately transfer 2 bricks into 1 pyramid. Or you can play this card face down when doing the offering phase. When reveal, you can immediately announce the offer for this round. The total value will be increased by 3 or decreased by 3. So you can manipulate the tempo value higher or lower. And this card is stealing. Stealing is a little bit special. Everybody have the stealing card as their basic hand, and this is the only card you cannot discard to get the 1 money. Okay? And whenever you play this card, they will also come back to your hand. What stealing do is you immediately steal 3 money from the offering this round, and of course the value of the total offer will go down. But if you play this card, you won't receive any gift from the god. Even you offer some other money as well, you won't receive any offer because the god can see you do the bad thing. If you play this, you will choose 1 of the province you control, and then for each farmer you have in there, that will give you 1 money. And this card means you choose 1 province, and you ignore other benefit. Instead, you get a coin from there. And the other brown coded, they are using for the scoring phase. For instance, if you play this card, if you totally control 9 or more farmers in the province you control, you will score 3 points. And this says if all the province you control all are in the north or all are in the south, you will score 3 points. This says if all of the province you control and close to the Nile or far away from the Nile, you will score point, and so on. So all the favor cards do some different special stuff, but remember, you cannot play duplicate of copies. And then if you feel they're useless, they can also you can discard them to take 1 coin. So that's how you play Amun-Re, the base game. In my experience, I feel like the game. Okay, as you know, this is 20th anniversary edition, so it's an older game. So it's not super exciting in the mechanic. Nothing new to see here. The game comes with several modules to make your game more exciting, more changing, more decision you can make in your turn. I'm not sure about the module this game really needed or not, because after all, the core mechanic is already a little bit too old-fashioned. I personally I will feel like this game is alright to play with some non-experienced player. The modules they put in, it's yeah, I can see that there are some different ideas to put in, but some of them they are, for me, probably a little bit too complicated for the player who enjoy the simple game. I feel like this game is it's easy. The game rule is not that complicated. I over-explain it. I don't know how to. I'm here to learn. Just if you like how I explain the game, please consider subscribe. Yes, and if you don't like it, also feel free to give me some of your suggestion. Right, I value your opinion. Very important to me. I think that's all for today, and thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye.